warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Winda Triromadani. My ID number is 210305003. Okay. Here, I will describe the assignment that has been given, namely a discussion of the tribes in Indonesia. There are also so many tribes in Indonesia, or one of which is the Riau Malays. I also belong the scope of the Malays tribes, where the people daily life are fishermen, traders, and farmers. This is related because of the condition and location of the people's residence. Well, then there are many. The diversity or traditions of the Riau Malays community includes the traditions or marriage that and birth. In addition to the traditions of the Malays, Riau also have heritage myths, including that women are forbidden to cut their nails at night because it will bring bad luck. Then, women should not sweep right or try. It will bring narrow stench. Then, there is also a myth that they should not exchange plates later. Married and deferred, it is forbidden to talk in front of the stars. People will ask for it in the part of the house. There are so many tables are made from our Riau Malay tribe. But not only that, Riau Malay is also nicknamed a tribe that likes small talk, is friendly to any elbow, has very handsome accent, and likes to give meaning to every word that is said. Actually, Malay people speak, don't just talk if you don't want to. Process cut. Then, there is also the Riau Malay art, which mostly breeds Islamic culture. Here, develop the art of religious literatures, which is also sung to the accompaniment of the tambourine music, berdak rompang or kompang, and so on. Malays dance were once popular at the beginning of Indonesian independence. In this community, there were also folk theaters such as Makyong, Dulmuk, and Menduk. Malay music is considered the basis of the development of dangdut music. The Riau Malay community has embraced Islam since the 11th century AD, but in this society you can find figures who master the cult and animistic belief, call it Bomo Shams. They believe that there are spirits that can transform into with crocodile, script 11, splint snakes, tigers, and others. Malay society is also identical with the color yellow because it has a special meaning in the traditions of the Malay community. In addition to functioning aesthetically, yellow is a sacred color. The color adopted from the sun symbol, and the gold color symbol is glory, majesty, splendor, and holiness. Well, the Malay also have typical Malay food. If you ask one kind of food is it, there are many types of typical Malay food. For example, I took nasi lemak, tirai bread, noodles, laksa, roti canai, khetis curry, tunjang soup, snail gonggong, salt fish, lemang, crackers eto, fish crackers, and many more other type of food. In terms of clothing, Riau Malays also have a distinctive feature, namely Riau Malay people are identical with cloths are commonly called tanks, views, stew, briquettes with Malay which are equipped with songket clothes. The clothes worn are not the origin of wearing but have an implied meanings. It has been said that in the beginnings the Malays were not just any tribes. The Malays are in tribe where everything must have a certain meaning and purpose. I also explained that in our Riau Malay tribes, there are other titles for people who are close or familiar with their fellow family members. Among them, there's Encik, title, Madam, Pak Long, Mak Long, Pak Uda, Mak Uda, Pak Hitam, Mak Hitam, Pak Anda, Mak Anda. All of these also have meaning. Degree is not just a literature. These Malay people have a brave soul. They have a very diverse culture, especially in the Malay archipelago, which is influenced by Muslims. The Malay tribe that developed in the Riau archipelago is also a tribe with Islamic principles. In addition to Islam, the culture of the archipelago is also influenced by the religious culture of Buddhists, Christians, and Confucians. Usually, Malay people often say they don't know, so then don't love. This heritage saying is also typical of the Malay tribe itself. Okay, next, the center of Malay culture in the Riau archipelago is currently the most talked about and prominent Islam Islam of the stinging Islam, which is where the historical sources are there. Stinging Islam is also one of the tourist attractions in the Riau Islands. There are various historic relics, including the Grand Mosque of the Sultan of Riau made of egg with the tombs of the tomb of the kings, the tomb of the national hero Raja Ali Haji, the office place complex, and the fortress in the hills of Chairs. The to call the Islam is the Islam of Mars. Besides the Grand Mosque of the Sultan of Riau, there are also many other relics, namely the Al-Quran Mushaf, which is the Sultan's Mosque of Riau, Pulau Penyengat. One of the things shown the visitors was the handwriting of Abdurrahman Stambul, a resident of the stinging Islam who was sent by the Lingga kingdom of the Egg to adapt his knowledge of Islam. Then she is also the office place. The traditional health of the Islam of Penyengat is a replica of the traditional Malay house that exists on the Islam of Penyengat. The traditional house building is a typical Malay steel house made of wood. The traditional house is used to welcome guests or hold a banquet for important people. Inside the buildings, we can see the layout and some objects of traditional Malay equipment, as well as various art attractions are used to certain quests. Then the Malay language monument has been laid the first stone for the construction of the Malay language monument in the area of the former fort of Chais, Pulau Penyengat, by the governor of the Riau Islam. The construction of these monuments is a form of respect and appreciation for the Riau Islam provincial conference for the service of Raja Ali Haji as a national hero in the field of language. In addition, it is also to introduce more about the origin and meaning of the great Malay language in the Riau and Lingga Islam, as well as the Indonesian language used today. That the Malay language monument was built is a follow-up than the concept on Malay culture between that of the Riau Islam and Riau province Malay traditional institutions at the Indonesian Language National Seminar in Pekanbaru, Riau, which was attended by each governor. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.